friends, welcome to the class of Subhashish, English in Imperial. The lesson of English language. Today I'll be taking direct and indirect speech. Like last time we did active and passive voice, I told you the importance of it, the uses of it. Now direct and indirect speech, every day we speak, it is direct speech, we narrate the speech of others, he said that, he would be indirect speech. In writing, story, speaking, everywhere these two things come. In Hindi we call it pratyaksh vachya and apratyaksh vachya. Now, first of all, I'll start with in direct speech, everywhere, when we say direct speech, we say, I'm giving you an example. He said, I will not give you the money. Direct speech. It has got two parts. Which two parts it has? It is the reporting speech and this is the actual speech. Also called reported speech. Now, I have given you the clarifications. Now there are tenses. I'll explain you how things happen. Whenever in actual speech, this is, let us start from first. When it is in simple present tense and when we make it into indirect speech, the actual speech then changes. While making indirect, it changes into simple past tense. And when it is present continuous tense, it changes into past continuous tense. And when it is in, say, past tense, it changes into past perfect tense. When it is in will, it changes into would. When it is in shall, it changes into should. Similarly, whenever in the actual speech, the term today is mentioned while doing it in the indirect speech, I will write it and explain it to you further. First, let me tell you, today changes into that day, yesterday changes into the day before or the previous day, this changes into that, these into those, here into there, ago into before, tonight, that night, tomorrow, the next day, last night, the night before, next week, the following week. So now, let me start with the first, another sentence. He said, let me have some food. Now this is a mood-wise sentence. It is an imperative sentence, making some sort of mood, imperative. Let me. So this shows request, or wish. Wish. So what will it be? He said, and all this reporting speech, if it is in past tense, so this will be changing. Let me have. So wished for. He wished for. Simple present will change into past tense. He wished for, or he said he wished that, use that, he wished that he should have some food. He wished that he should have some food. Changes into indirect speech. Rama said, I have been very important. Now, Rama said, reporting speech in past tense, and the actual speech is in present perfect. So again it has to change inside the inverted commas. It is present perfect. Present perfect has to change in past perfect. Because Rama said, that means it has passed. The person are not together now. Rama said, I have been, very important, Rama said something which happened in the past and which happened in the present perfect tense that time. I have been. So I have told you the tenses, present perfect, past perfect in my previous lessons. That's why I told you before only. I taught you before only. Now this is present. If you should know what is present perfect when it is spoken and when past perfect is spoken. So present perfect has to change. And this I is for whom? There is nobody else. So Rama said I means I stands for Rama only. So Rama said that. I will change it to she. That she had been, present perfect will change into past perfect. She had been very important. Radhika says I will not listen to you. Now, Radhika says to whom? There is nobody's name. So this I, Radhika says I is for Radhika only. And you, who is the person Radhika speaking to? That means the writer, for you only, for me only. So Radhika says, but the reporting speech is, say, it is not in past tense anymore. It is in the present tense. It is in the present tense. That means Radhika is standing here only. So this will not change. So it will be Radhika says that she, for Radhika she, it will remain in this only. She will not listen to me. Radhika says that she will not listen to me. Will, future tense will remain in future tense because it is in the present tense in reporting speech. Now another thing very important which I want to narrate over here. There are certain words like said. When said is followed by an object, change said into object, then said is changed into told. Like he said to me. So it will came to told, like he said to me, I am unable to come. He said to me, I am unable to come. Now you see one thing. He said, so long we had done, but he said to who? To me. There is an object after said. So this said will turn into, it is already in past tense, so it has to change to past tense from present to past. So he told me that he, this I for he was unable to come. Now comes interrogative, very important it is. He said to her, what time do you get up? He said to her, what time do you get up? Now, again there is an object, he said to her, what time do you get up? This is an interrogative. Now, must remember, people do a great a blunder, not mistake, that they keep on adding that here also. No. The sentences which have in their actual speech the interrogative adverbs, what, when, how, which, where, while making indirect they do not take that. For example, he asked, said to will change because he said to her, it is a question. He asked her, what time she got up. He asked her what time she got up. Many of you, many of the persons, many of the boys and girls I have seen their writing or speaking, he asked her what time did she. No, did again will make it into question. It has to come to us. All interrogative sentence while doing indirect speech, they change into statement. No longer they remain a question, first of all. And when it is with what, when, which one, no, that is used. So he asked her what time she got up. That is the question. Mother asked Anita are you her friend? Now, in interrogative sentence, they're very interesting. In such a sentence, you have to keep an eye how it changes. Mother asked Anita, again Anita is an object, so it will be asked. Asked will remain asked only since it's an interrogative. Are you her friend? Now, just think, can this be answered in simple one word yes or no? It can be. Like the previous one was, what time she got up? That couldn't be, that had to be said. But are you her friend or not? Are you his friend or not? It can be answered in yes or no. When it is in yes or no, it has to be answered with if. Either if of weather, W-H-E-T-H-E-R, weather. So it will be mother asked Anita if she, Anita, she for Anita, if she, present will change into past third person. She was her friend. Statement. Mother asked Anita if she was her friend. Similarly, we can do the same thing with weather also. Mother asked Anita whether she was her friend or not. When we use whether or not becomes the very correct one to use. If doesn't require that. He said to me, whose house, now always inside the inverted commas, this sentence has to start with capital. Whose house is this? Whose house is this? What will it be? Simple, I have told you now. You must be practiced enough. Whose? Again with question. So no that used. He asked me whose house. It has to change into a sentence. So modal verb will not come before. Whose house it or this. Whose house that was. This will change into that. Whose house that was. Similarly, where are you putting up? Said Mr. Ahuja. Where are you putting up? Now, this actual speech also comes, it can come before also, no change. It doesn't affect anything. Where are you putting up? Said Mr. Ahuja. So it will be Mr. Ahuja. Now, there is no other object. U stands for, of course, me. So, Mr. Ahuja asked me where. No that used. Where I was putting up. Now, similarly, we shall be doing indirect to direct speech. Direct to direct speech. Because by the time you reach class 11 and 12, that's the last thing for learning this sort of language. You should be well equipped with the knowledge of indirect to direct and direct to indirect, both. Because you must be thinking in CBSE, this is C. English, the basic thing is this. Whether it is CBSE or ISC or anything or IGCSE, you have to know all this, otherwise you won't be able to proceed correctly. Indirect to direct speech. First of all, I give an example. I asked the guard when the next train would come in. I asked the guard when the next train would come in. Now, first of all, you see, I asked the guard. After this, when the next train would come in is in what? Which tense? It is in would. Would is in would because it is in past tense. I asked the guard. So, what tense is this when the next train would come in? It is past indefinite. It is past indefinite tense. This is past indefinite tense. Now, to change it into direct, it will be just the reverse. Past indefinite will change into what? Like we say, present changes into past. Fine. If I write like this, when will the next train come in? Suppose I said to the guard. This is the actual speech I have written before. When will? Now it comes because would, past indefinite it is, but it won't change into present because there is an indefinite tense. Past indefinite has to change directly, would has to change into will, future. It will be future indefinite. Future indefinite. Because directly from would, fine. It is past indefinite, but being indefinite, it has the sense of future, so it will be changing into future indefinite. When will the next train come in? I said to the guard, which has changed into indirect. I asked the guard when the next train would come in the sentence. Now, this is the I asked the guard, because since it is ending with the reporting speech, so the full stop is there, otherwise it is a question mark. Joe said to Atul, sorry, we are talking about indirect to direct. Joe said to Atul, if there were enough pencils left. Sorry, not said to, Joe asked. It is the indirect. Joe asked Atul if there were enough pencils left. Now there is an indirect speech. If there's a chance, he is asking. When we have said, when we write with if it is yes or no, we have to make it in that sense. So it is past tense. Simple past will come back to the simple present. So I can ask Jo said to Atul, are there enough pencils left? Question mark. So, are there? It can be answered in yes or no. So, it will be in if. So, if Atul, if there were. That is why it is written with if. So, said to Atul, are there enough pencils left? Simple past changes into simple present. The father advised Rita not to spend all her time watching TV. The father advised. Now this is imperative. Father advised. है ना? Advising something. So what will it be? Past tense. Father advised Rita not to spend. So normally such things start with the actual verb, actual speech. Do not spend all your time watching TV said father to Rita. Or it can be done in other way. Father said to Rita, father said, Rita, do not spend all your time watching TV. That was all for today. See you next.